So let's see, lower the angle. No, because we have the whole wall. Because remember, I'm gonna be standing 6 feet over there. So let's start doing some takes here. This should be swinging steady for you. Let me get ready. All right, so we're probably going to do author Dennis Mills and the whistleblowers. We'll do like 3 or 4 takes. I don't know how much this is going to take, but we'll do the whistleblowers. Now, I guess should we let, the whistleblowers are cooperating with the Sweetwater County Sheriff's Department. So should we add that on the pre-takes or like 30 minutes into the segment? What do you think? 30 minutes, pre-take? Whistleblowers. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Then we're going to cover the Marlene Brady is trying to eliminate property taxes for homeowners, and the county commissioners are making a joke of it. So where do we put that in the segment? What do you think? 2. Okay, 2 words. Segment 2. Property. Cover the aluminum and the barium that's being sprayed in the atmosphere. Okay, so let's try our first take really quick. Hi everyone, this is Louis Archer with SSN News. We're here to report today that Sweetwater County Sheriff's Department has received complaints that are accusing the United States military, the FAA, and the President of the United States of performing illegal military experiments upon the people across our nation. Cut. Hold on. Let's try a retake there. So I want to add in. Should we name Deputy Monogly or is it that can be added into the article? Okay. So let me add the date because those complaints were filed yesterday. Today is 9th. So it will be the 8th. All right. Take 2. This is Louis Arthur with SSN News, bringing you live breaking coverage of Wyoming news. And right now we're in Sweetwater County. We're outside the county commissioner's office. As you can see, this is the office of the commissioners. And we've implemented a 5-step plan to protect this community from military experiments, including the stratospheric aerosol injections, the directed energy weapons, and the nano-tech bioweapons that are being distributed and dispersed not only across our skies, but through vials that they call vaccines. And cut. Bioweapons. Let's do one on the property taxes being exempted, if we can get the commission. And go. This is Louis Arthur with SSN News. Right here in Sweetwater County, Wyoming, we have Representative Marlene Brady that's been fighting to eliminate property taxes, saying that her constituents are overtaxed, overextorted, while Sweetwater County commissioners enjoy a fat pay and a golden umbrella parachute for the rest of their lives. Give us your thoughts by messaging SNN News, SNN News. Okay, let's do another recut. That's not going to restart. Hold on. Property taxes, recut. Let me recut, we'll go back to the property taxes. Let's just focus on the biggest story. Sheriff's Department has official complaints. How's it going, everyone? This is Louis Arthur with SSN News. Were you aware that on September 8th, residents in Sweetwater County filed complaints against the United States military for poisoning their skies with stratospheric aerosol injections? And the county commissioners that were outside their office right now, these commissioners were provided a 5-step plan last week to protect their constituents, but there's been no implementation of any of those plans, and we are looking to investigate further what is going on in Sweetwater County, Wyoming. And back. We'll try to get it where people are. Hi,
I don't want to
ma'am.
interrupt you.
No, you're fine. Okay. I think what we're going to do is, I got to get this in order. So, I'm just not organized today. What's wrong with me? Okay. We got the urgent public notice. And how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. We have Sweetwater County commissioners fighting against ending all property taxes for homeowners. Both of them are affecting every constituent in this county, so including us. It's insane. All right. So I think we'll go over the 5-step plan. The county commissioners have not replied to, but the sheriff's department received. So we can add that the county commissioners did not reply to this plan, but the deputy who took the complaints against the military poisoning our skies, he was very concerned about the chemtrails, and he didn't understand why the county commissioners didn't want to implement a disaster response plan for their constituents, because they're not prepared. And then we can go over the 20+ businesses that are on the record stating that they had no idea that there was a plan implemented through EMS. But I don't know. What do you think? Maybe? When we say EMS, we're just going to have to say emergency management services so that people understand what that is. But I think what I'll do on maybe the 3rd segment, we can read the 5-step plan that the county commissioners had, and they still haven't replied to, even after they received evidence, and the sheriff's department has opened an investigation into the military. That's pretty crazy. That's actually good for people that are getting tired of being poisoned. Let's see. So let's do, we might have to do 5 takes, break it up into 5 segments. 5 segments, 5 takes. It's probably going to end up being like 50-something takes which would be relevant to Title 50, subsection 1520A, which the military is violating by poisoning our skies and deploying directed energy weapons against Americans. We're going to name Jesse Moreno, who's refused to reply, and he is in charge of emergency management services, and he hasn't, I'm going to put that he hasn't contacted any business, and I can because I went and asked every business specifically on Flaming Gorge, and none of them have been contacted by EMS regarding on how to evacuate their employees and customers should the military deploy a weather weapon here like they've had in Texas, New Mexico, North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky, Minnesota, Massachusetts. All these are actually documented, so we should probably add that too. See, that's the problem. We have so much to add. There's so much to add. All right, let's keep doing hard records to... Let's go with the least controversial first, which would be the property taxes. And then what we'll do is we'll cue the video of Commissioner Richards basically disrespecting the representative who's only trying to listen to her constituents. And he's not willing to take a pay cut, you know. He ain't gonna take a pay cut to prepare our people. But let's go and go. Good evening, everyone. This is Louis Arthur with SSN News. Did you know that county commissioners are opposing an elimination to private property owners' property taxes? They don't like the idea that they have to work on a smaller budget while American households across this county are struggling. They're tightening their budgets. They're buying less groceries. They can't travel as much because of inflation and because of the gas costs. Yet the county commissioners here in Sweetwater County kind of mocked Marlene Brady, and we have video of that, which we are going to cue now. Cue video. Pause. The video you just saw was Representative Marlene Brady. She was in the county commissioners meeting on September 2nd. She accidentally decided to stand up and protect us. And I just presented the county evidence that the United States military was violating Title 50, subsection 1520A, which gives them the authority to poison our skies, to deploy directed energy weapons against us, bioweapons, and nano-tech. And we have a bombshell report coming forward from whistleblowers, including Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller just released a report that proves that all the wildfires are being fueled by the barium and aluminum that the United States military is poisoning our skies with as it trickles down across our vegetation. It is killing our livestock. Those of you that are growing organic farms, you've already seen the devastation with new fungi that is killing your peach crops. For example, in Northern California, where we have an organic farm, you guys have seen the videos of the new funguses growing on our peach trees. Those new funguses were never here, never seen before. The United States military added a new fungi compound to the stratospheric aerosol injections that they're poisoning our skies with. So we have a bombshell report coming forward with military whistleblowers, credentialed authors, and on September 8th, the Sweetwater County Sheriff's Department opened an investigation into the United States military, the Federal Aviation Agency, and the White House for committing illegal crimes against the American people. And cut. All right. This is going to be difficult. Hold on. We got to find a way to break the property taxes that the commissioners are trying to prevent from going forward. They don't want everyone to have free property taxes. They want to keep their salaries, but if we say that, then some people are going to be like, well, they work really hard. They deserve to have, 6 figures coming in every month. But if you look at them, and we did the research on most of these commissioners, they're well off. They're more well off than these families in the park across the street playing with their kids right now. Maybe we should do the segment. We're going to shoot it here and get the information, this building, the commissioner's office, and then we'll go to the park where Americans can see struggling families just playing with their children, trying to get by day by day. It's funny, if you look right here, this is a picture of John F. Kennedy I want to do a hard report on this one. Okay. This is a picture of John F. Kennedy, who acknowledged during his administration that the United States military had gained control of weather manipulation. This isn't me saying this. You can find the video of John F. Kennedy warning everyone that the United States military is playing God with the weather, and he got assassinated.
Sorry.
Go ahead, cut through.
Public
It's fine. We can do retakes. We probably have to do 50 retakes.
Good, how are you doing? Good.
All right. That's like a perfect picture to bring in, because anyone can research where Lyndon Johnson, who eventually took over the presidency after they assassinated JFK, he was at a college commencement speech where he said, "He who controls the weather controls the world." Okay. That's coming from our own president, actually. Insane. I've never been disorganized just like this. This is gonna take so many takes. I'm probably gonna be here for 3 hours. The fact that the county commissioners don't wanna eliminate property taxes so they can keep their salaries, that's kind of revealing in itself. You got a tax auto license, you have all these people coming in to pay the government for services, and those services have not provided them an evacuation plan in the event the military deploys a weather weapon against this county like they've done in North Carolina, Texas, and New Mexico.